Hi guys, welcome back to a new video, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about something that came up a lot in my sessions this week, but also I did like a poll on Instagram to ask you guys what are some things you're struggling with. And a few of you also mentioned the same question, which is how do you find motivation to keep going if you are struggling with depression, if you're struggling with anxiety, if you're struggling with DPDR or something else in your mental health or in life in general. How do you keep going if it feels like there's a storm going around? And so before I start, my name is Robin Shindelka. If you're new to this channel, I'm a life coach who is specialized in helping people recover from mental health issues such as depression, anxiety, DPDR, existential crisis, many other things. Welcome in my channel in case you're new here. And for the topic of today, I want to start by explaining or giving you guys a metaphor that I once heard on a podcast that gave me so much insight that I carry that with me every single day. So the metaphor goes like this. Actually, there's a river in India. I forgot what it's called, but the point is that it has a really strong current. And the people of the village next to the river, of course, they are dependent on that river to give them water, to wash themselves, to feed themselves, to clean their houses and all that kind of stuff. So they need to go to that river every day to get the water, to wash themselves. And so what they do is they have these ropes in the river that the people can hold on to as they're washing themselves or as they're taking the water or whatever they're doing, maybe brushing their teeth. And so this river, no matter how strong the current is, no matter how stormy it feels, these people have these ropes to hold on to. And for me, that rope is a routine. And a routine is something that you do every single day the same, no matter how you're feeling, no matter what's going on in your life, that you do not separate yourself from. And so if the river is your life and it feels like the current is just overwhelming, like you're being overflown with worries, with thoughts, with emotions, you need to have a rope that you hold on to. And so the answer to this question is not really how do you find the motivation to keep going, but how do you find your root, your anchor to keep going? Because when you're struggling with depression or anxiety or DPDR, you don't have a lot of motivation to keep going, and that's just a fact. And you also don't need it necessarily in order to get things done anyways. And so if you wait until the storm passes before you start doing things again, before you start living your life again and doing things that are good for you, the river has pulled you to the other side of the country. So if you create a routine that you can rely on for yourself every single day, it is like that rope in the river. It feels like something that is grounding when everything else feels unreal. And so I know that it's difficult to start a routine when you're in the midst of struggling with your mental health and struggling with chaos that's going on in your mind, in your body, in your mental health. But it honestly is so important because, as I've said to a lot of my clients and to a lot of people that I've worked with or that have taken my course, a part of recovery from whatever you're struggling with is living life again instead of focusing on how to live life again. If you're struggling with depression or existential crisis or DPDR, at some point you're gonna have to take your mind off of fixing yourself constantly, which is constantly focusing on the problem and therefore constantly reinforcing the pattern of misery, to living your life again. And that's why you need that routine. And so for me, the last couple of years, my routine has looked the same, exactly the same every single day. I wake up at the same time between 6:30 and 7 every single day, sometimes even in weekends. I wake up, I get dressed, I sit down and I meditate. And then I drink a glass of water, I go to the gym, or I go on a run, or I go on a walk with my dog. If I go to the gym or go on a run, I come back, take my dog for a walk, I shower, I eat breakfast, and after breakfast it's like 9 a.m. or 9:30 or 10, and I have to start working. Now I know I work from home, so not everyone has the luxury to have a very extensive morning routine, but what this has done for me is every morning I wake up, I have 50% chance of waking up happy, and I have a 50% chance of waking up dreading my existence. Not in the depressing way, but just like, oh, I don't want to wake up, oh, I want to stay in bed, oh, I'm tired, oh, I don't feel motivated today. But the thing is that after that routine, I always feel the same. If I woke up happy, I'm still happy. If I woke up sad, I am happy after that routine, because it gives my mind something to rely on. It gives my mind that rope. And after I've done these things, which are all so good for me, like meditation is so good for you, exercise is so good for you, after that, I always feel a lot better. And so I actually struggled with not a depression, but I was feeling quite depressed, I would say, again in the month of December and the beginning of January. I was just struggling with some things personally, with my job, with like things like that, and also with the weather and kind of a winter blue situation. And the thing, I thought about this a lot because I recognized so many of my feelings from like the past when I've struggled with actual severe depression or like an existential crisis. But I never really slipped back into it. And I was reflecting on that. And I think it is because I held on to my rope every single day. I did not want to exercise. I did not want to meditate. I did not want to work. I did not want to do anything, but I did it anyways. And that routine pulled me through it, because it's a way of telling your mind as well, like, oh, you can feel the way you're feeling, like it's okay to feel like this, but I don't have to act from these emotions. Because when you act from negative, destructive emotions, what happens is you only pull yourself more down. If you are acting from anxiety, you will lock yourself inside of your house. You will not go outside anymore. You won't do anything that pulls you outside of your comfort zone, which also doesn't give you a chance to feel safe again with yourself and to feel like you can trust yourself and rely on yourself, which is something that I focus a lot on in my new course, Authentic Confidence, because you need to act from a different, like from a different energy than from that destructive emotion in that moment. So what I realized was I did not want to work, I did not want to do anything, but it was because I did those things and I held on to my rope that I pulled myself through it. And I think when, in your case, you're struggling with something right now that you feel like gives you no motivation at all to keep doing it. So don't wait for the motivation. Consider your routine. Consider the things you are doing in your life to be a rope you can hold on to in the midst of the storm. You don't have to attach one to the other. You don't have to attach what you do to how you feel. I know that's hard to understand, but it's so important because it's one of the most important keys I can give you in recovery. It's to detach what you do in a day from how you're feeling. Feel how you want to feel. Take care of yourself. Embrace the feelings. You guys know that that's what I'm all about. But do things anyways. Go to the gym anyways. Go sit down and meditate anyways. Go to work anyways. Go to school anyways. Do the best you can. Don't expect yourself to be perfect at everything and have major success and be extremely productive, but hold on to your routine, because it is going to be that thing that pulls you through it, and that when the river slows down, you're still standing, you're still there, and you have this feeling of, I am so strong and I can count on myself. Whereas if you let go of everything and you let the current drag you away completely, afterwards you end up somewhere, you have no idea where to even start living your life again, and you feel like you've lost yourself, which is not a nice feeling to have, and it will crumble down your confidence. So I hope this video kind of inspires you to get started with just living your life again, even if you don't feel your best. I promise it's going to change. I promise it's going to be different. If you need some help with this, I am here for you guys. Besides these videos that I give you for free, you also have the option to work with me in one-on-one coaching, which I would love to get to know you in and help you with your struggles. If you are interested in that, feel free to schedule a free intake session with me. And if you are not interested in working one-on-one, but you really do need some tools to get yourself going in the right direction, I have one course that is focused on DPDR and existential anxiety recovery. I have one course that's focused on boosting your confidence so you can feel like you can rely on yourself, achieve your goals, and get yourself back in a flow of positive, confident energy. And I have one course that is a kind of an personal transformation course if you want to take control over your own happiness and start rewiring your own conditioning and how you live your life and how you deal with your emotions. I'll put all three in the link in the description. And as I said, if you are interested in coaching, just send me a message, say, Robin, I'd like to get to know you to see if we can work one-on-one, and I would be thrilled to work with you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!